Hello everyone, welcome to Upper Public School. This is your IT teacher Shashidhar SK. In last class, we were discussed about chapter 1 and 2. In this video, we are going to discuss about the next chapters. Without wasting much time, we'll begin the chapters. Let's start. Okay, next is chapter 3, working with templates. A template is a predefined layout which contains some sample text, themes, colors, font styles, background styles and tables and some graphics. So these contents are available in a templates according to the requirement, according to theme it is. Templates helps to create a new document quickly because we can get the all formatting effects. By adding some text to that, we can create our own document quickly. And the next is using built-in templates. By default, we have some templates in MS Word. We can take use of that, and if you want some more, you can search templates online also. You will get it easily. And the next is creating a template. For creating, we have two ways. One is using a blank template and another one is using an existing template. Using a blank template means we can take the blank document, we can create our own document and save it as a template. And the next is using an existing template, that means which is saved before, that we can take it and again we can modify to it. Next is using a template. So how to use that template, we are going to study on this. And next is attaching a template to a document. That means when you are using template in your document, if you want to make some changes to the template, that time we need to attach a template to a document that will be updated to the template. I hope all are understanding. So let us see that practically it will make more confident on that. Let us see. I'll open the MS Word. Okay, let's start how to use built-in templates. For that, we need to click on the Office button. Here we have to take the option New. Click on it. You'll get this window. Here Install Template option is there. Click on it and you will get some built-in templates. So these are the built-in templates. You can take use of these. Just click on it. Here you have an option Create. Just click on Create and you will get a template. You can make changes to that. Create. So here, so this is the sample. All the formattings are available now, right? Just we need to add our own text and we can quickly create our document. So this is the way of using built-in templates. And the next is creating templates. How to create a template? So here again, while for creating the template, I have a sample which is I prepared before. So this is the question paper pattern I have prepared. So I want to save it as a template. So here what are the formatting effects are available? I'll show you the once again. So this is the name of the school, which is formatted with the font color and the font style and the bold effect. So only for the heading it is bold effect. Remove it. And the next, so these are the lines and the border, and this is the table and this is main heading. So this is the format I have prepared. So if you want to keep it as a template or save it as a template, how to do that? Again, go to Office button, click on Save As, and here we need to select option Word Template. Click on it and you can give the name for it. I will give the name for that as a question paper. Click on Save. So this is the way of creating new template. Once we'll go to that particular folder and we'll check it. Go for it, and here we have third video. So here you can observe that the question paper which we prepared before, I hope you are understanding. So icon is changed. So these are the Word documents. So this is the template for the Word document. The icon is changed. So this is the template which we saved before. And the next is, double click on it, again it will opens. So this is the way of opening the template which is saved. Again you can make changes, everything is available, just you need to add your text and you can save for your future use. So next is, and the next is using an existing template. Let us see that how to open the existing template. So here again click on Office button and click on New. So here we have these option. In that we have option New from Existing. That means click on it. We need to browse where our template is available. Here I have prepared. Just click on it and create New. So it is created a new document. You can see the name in the title bar. So document 4. That means it is created a new document with these formatting effects. So this is the way of creating templates and opening existing template. So next is using a template. Let us see that. Take this one and here click again Office button, take a New, and here My Template. Click on it and you can get which is saved before templates. Those are all available in this window. Just click on it and click on Create Document. Then you will get it. Again the name is changed on the title bar. You can observe that document 5. So in this way we need to open the templates from My Templates. And the next is attaching a template to a document. So let us see how to attach a template to a document. So here, so for that we need to follow some extra steps. So here click on Office button and here we have option Word options. So in that click on Add-ins and here Manage Templates. Click on Go and here Document Template. So we need to attach. Click on Add. So where is our template? Just browse it. Click on question paper and attach to the question paper. And make sure that you need to check this one. Automatically update document styles. That means whenever you are making changes to the document, that will be applied to the template also. Click on OK. So template is attached to a document. So this is all about your chapter 3, working with the templates. The next is chapter 4, using table of contents. So here don't get confused. Tables are different and the table of contents are different. So in tables it consists a number of rows and columns, but here it contains chapter names and the page numbers. I can give a best example for this is your textbook index. For creating such document we can use this option, table of contents. So this will be helpful when you are creating a long document. And for to use this option we have to apply the styles to your headings. With the help of that we can create such index. Let us see how to create it, and before that just go through these points. A table of content acts as a map for the users or index of the document or a textbook. Next is the table of content consists of headings, subheadings of a document, and it is necessary index generally available in a long document, and it allows to find the information in the document using the chapter names and page numbers. So these things let us understand practically. So here I'll open the Word document. So this is the document which contains various headings and subheadings. So once I'll remove all the styles, then you can easily understand that how to apply that. So here click on clear formattings. So this is the main heading, I'll apply it. Sorry, this is the title. So this is the title, I'll apply it. So this is the heading. For that I'll apply from here. So heading 1. So where are the headings 1? I'll apply heading 1 to all headings. And the next, so this is also heading 1. And that's oriented approach. This is also heading, and this is advantages, heading 1, and these are the subheadings. I'll take heading 2. Heading 2. This is also heading 2. This is also heading 2. So this is also heading 2. So these are the samples which I applied as a headings and a 1 and 2. So how to create it? Go to reference tab. So here we have option table of content. Click on it and you'll get so these 3 options. Just automatic table 1 and automatic table 2. Just click on it. It will be insert, and you can take manual table also. Just in it will inserts. I'll show that afterwards. I'll click here and insert it. So here you'll get index for that, for this document. So this is the way of creating table of contents, and this is a manual table. So when you are taking manual table, it will inserts like this. So you need to add your text manually. This is the difference between automatic and the manual. Next is customizing the table of contents. Let us see what are the customization can be done in a table of contents. To customize, we need to take insert table contents, click on it, and you'll get this window. Here we can make modifications. Click on modify, and here different styles are there. You can select any one among these. Click on it and take the modify again. If you want to make changes in that, take Algeria, and I'll take this color and click on OK. Click on OK, and here you can see the changes in a preview window. Heading 1, it is changed for that, and click on OK. Here we can get the headings. So this is the way of customizing the table of contents. And the next is maintaining a table of contents. Again, I'll go to the document. So here, so you can whatever, if you want to make some changes into that, just click on it and make the option. Click on it, update table, update page numbers only or update entire table. Click on OK. It will be updated easily. And the next is how to delete it. Just click on it, remove table of content, then it will be deleted. So this is the way of updating and deleting the table of contents. So this is all about chapter 4, using a table of contents. And the next is chapter 5, using mail merge. I hope all are studied in a previous class. What do you mean by mail merge? What is the main use of this feature in a Word document? Once I will repeat it. A mail merge feature helps to send letter with a similar information to different people with their respective name and address. So this operation can be done using Gmail also. Then why we are using this feature in your document? What is the difference? So the difference is, in a mail all the information will send to the multiple recipients, but there we cannot get with their names and the address. By using this feature we can generate a document with their respective name and address. Okay, I'll give an example for this. Just observe, if you got any letter from the bank with the name and the address, are they going to create every time? No, they are using this feature, maybe in another application, but the mechanism same. They are using this feature. They can add name and address to that. If you are using Gmail, this is not possible in that. The same information can be sent to multiple recipients, but the name and address will not be changed. That's why we are using mail merge feature to add their respective name and address to the document. So mail merge involves 3 basic steps. What are those? First one is creating a main document. That means we need to create a main document, that means which contains information that we need to prepare it. And the next is specifying a data source. For that we need to create a kind of a database. For example, it should be in a tabular form. The name, address, all those things should be prepared as a database. That I'll show afterwards. The last step is merging the data with the main document. That means the whatever we stored in database, that should be displayed on the document in a main document. That is the last step. Let us see that how to create a document by using mail merge feature. So one more thing, mail merge features can be used for 2 purposes. One is for printing letters and another one is for printing the labels, only labels that contains only the name and the address, and another one is the whole letter with the name and address. First one is printing letters using mail merge. Let us understand that. First is creating a document. I have prepared a document as an example, so here it is. And the next, creating data source. That means we need to create a database, the source for the data. Click on it, and here to perform that, click on it, start mail merge. The first option we need to take, step by step mail merge wizard. Click on it. So letter, so we are preparing that. That's why we need to take the option as a letters. Click on start document. So here use the current document. Yes, go for the select recipients. Click on it, and here we don't have any database. For that we need to create new database or a data source. Click on create. So here we need to add recipients. For example, Mr. that is the title, Akash Patil, and the company I don't want to add, just skip it. And the address line is GDA layout, and the address line is Kalburgi. Next line is city, also Kalburgi. Next, Karnataka. The next, click on new entry for the new recipients. Again, title Mr. Anand Mutt, and the me name again, I don't want Gandhi Nagar, so that is line 1 again, Kalaburagi, the next Kalaburagi, again Karnataka. Click on OK. After adding all the recipients, click on OK. So the data source is created. For that we need to give the name for the data source. Example. Example for mail already is there. I'll make it as a 1. Click on OK. So click on OK. So it is created now. Now we need to, so after that we need to add fields which you want to display on your document. So title, give the space, next first name, again space, and the last name, and give the enter, because address should be displayed in the next line, address line 1 and address line 2, and the next is, and you can add some greeting lines also. So here we can change this. So here we can change with the like this. The whole name will be displayed with the first name and the last name both. Click on OK. Next is click on write your letter. Next is click on preview your letters. So here we can change that. So this is the preview of your document. Only I have taken 2 recipients. Like that you can add more recipients quickly. We can generate those things. And next is complete the mail merge and click on print option. Take all records and it will be as a PDF. So where you want to save it, just mail merge, and I want to store in this folder. Click on it, save. So now it is available. So here just click on it, wait for 2 minutes. Okay, so this is the generated letter with their respective name and addresses. So this is the way of creating letters using mail merge feature. So next is printing labels. How to create a main document for labels and how to selecting the data source, inserting address block. So these things we have studied in the previous printing letters using mail merge feature. During that we studied all these things. Just we need to study about how to insert only the labels, that means only name and the address. Let us see that. Let's go to the Word document. I'll take a new document and here again click on mailings tab, take the option mail merge, and that step by step mail merge wizard. So here we are preparing the labels, that's why we need to select this option labels. Then click on starting document, click on it and click on the select recipient, that means change document layout or start from existing document. So for this document only we are preparing that. Just I'll take this one only and take next select recipients, click on it. And here in one page how many labels you are going to display, that it is asking. I'll take 30, that is the maximum, more than enough. And for that next is selecting the data source. We have created, just browse it and take it, use an existing list, just click on browse, click on this data source. So this is we prepared in recently. Click on OK, and here it is showing that the first box is empty. I'll draw the boxes right here. So accept the first box, it is showing a next record. For that, in the first box we have to add address block. How you are going to display that? Just click on OK. And the next is update the labels. Everything is changed. And the next is go for next step, arrange your labels. And the next is preview your labels. All the two labels are displaying in a one page. Then a complete last step is next complete the mail merge. Click on print option and take all, and again it will be saved in the PDF format. All the labels are available in that particular PDF file. Click on OK, and again give the name for that label. Click on save, and it is saved. Let's see that. So here it is. Open it. So here it is available. Like this we can generate the labels using mail merge feature. So this is all about your chapter 5 using mail merge feature. Thank you, one and all.